Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today on Cook and Bake with Samer. Today, I didn't have much to do and I thought, what do I want to do today? And I decided to take on this really nice task that it takes time. Prepping and putting everything together really could take about 2 hours. Cook time is about an hour. But what we're going to do is we're going to do some vegetarian grape leaves roll. As one of my good friends, Lol, calls it wara arish. His grandma called it that too. That's how he learned that term. Arish is really it's something like that grows on walls, and really the grape leaves, or on they would build things for it, for the grapes, and it just hangs over those things that they built for the grapes to hang on. And then the leaves themselves is what we're cooking with today. What I'm going to be using is a pound of this pre-made, like they're already boiled and ready for us. You find it a lot in a lot of the stores today, a lot of our grocery stores, international stores or regular grocery stores. For that, what we will need is a cup of rice. You need to wash it well. We will need 3 cups of finely chopped parsley. I'm sorry, I chopped them and I didn't show you how I did it. They're finely chopped, if you could see. So we need to finely chop them. If you want to use the food processor, obviously it'll be a lot faster. I did them by hand. We'll need about 3 cups of finely chopped onions as well. I'm going to chop half an onion to show you. And also they're kind of finely chopped there. I'm also going to finely chop these 5 tomatoes. They are, if you have big tomatoes, it'll be just need 3. So that's why I have 5. I'm also going to be using for the bottom of the cooking pan, I'm going to peel and chop these potatoes. After I peel them, I'll show you the thickness of the potatoes. So you will need them a little bit thicker because this will be the base at the bottom of the pan for all the grape leaves that we're cooking. We're also going to need the juice of, it's about 3/4 cup of lemon juice. These were about 4, these were 4 actually smaller size lemons. And we will need 1 tablespoon of salt and about half a teaspoon of pepper and 1.5 cups of olive oil. And also later we will need about 1 cup of water, but I'll show you because after we put everything in the pan, we will put a plate over it and we need to put enough water to cover the plate. And that's how we cook them. And I also have here about 8 leaves of fresh mint that I'm going to also finely chop them and mix them together. So let's begin cooking. What I'm going to do right now here, I'm going to move these out of the way. And I just want to show you how I've chopped the onions. Again, you could use the food processor as well, but just in case you don't have one or you like to use your hand, let me show you a good way. Just, you don't have to rush it. I took it to the edge of the cutting board and I'm doing it slowly here for you. As you could see how I'm cutting it sideways here. So let's see, one more. There, watch out with your fingers. And here really it's about the thickness. When I'm going in this direction is about 1/4 inch, no more. So I don't know if you could see how the thickness is. Again, I'm going slowly, so I don't want to do it fast. And then when you're doing it yourself, I want you to do it a little bit slower. I don't want you to hurt your hands going through it. So I'm just showing you the best way. And already some of them kind of came out, they'll come out, so don't worry. So I'm going this way, so don't worry about the ones that come out. But anyway, I'm going this way. I'm also going finely chopping them. Again, this way it's also about 1/4 of an inch in the thickness. Here we really don't have to worry about like, oh, they have to be the exact size. And here you're gonna get some that like to, you know, go sideways and move out on you. And we're going to get a little bit here to the end. There we go. And at the end, I'm just gonna chop these little leaves. There we go. And this one we can use a little bit more here. Yeah, it's good. And I'm going to turn them here this way, and I'm just gonna go through them one more time, real quick. So that way we can get them all chopped finer than even going through them. But again, if you have a food processor, that would help making things faster. And I've already done 2 cups, so this would be the third cup for it. I want to also, the 3 cups were, each cup was about half a bigger sized onion. So if you have, so I used 1.5 big onion. So if you have the smaller onions, 2 of them will be fine. Okay, so now we'll get to the onions, and then I'm going to start on the tomatoes shortly. Now I'm done with the onions. I'm going to start on the tomatoes. The potatoes, I like to wait until after I have everything prepped, so I don't have to soak them. And so right away I cut them and put them in the pan. And let me show you. I'm planning to use this pot today. I called it pan, but it's a pot. It's about, I think an 8-9 inch, about 8 inch opening. It really doesn't matter if you have like a smaller one that's wider or a smaller one the same size, but we just want to make sure once we put everything in there that we need a plate to cover them and put some weight on it, possibly, so they don't float. We want them to stay down and press them down when we put them in there. And the potatoes, we'll just put them right on the bottom, just like that, raw. We don't pre-fry them or anything like that. Okay, so let's start with the tomatoes. I'm just going to do 1 head of tomato just to show you. I know you've seen me cut and dice a lot of tomatoes. There we go. Really, it's the same. You're going to follow the same method we did with the onions. Also about 1/4 inch. We need the juices, and from all the tomatoes, because also just like when we do the green beans, we like to keep the juices there. And I'm using the serrated knife. I like to use that one, you know, like this for the tomatoes. It makes it easier than using just a straight edge knife. There we go. Again, as you could see, the tomatoes are going to be a little bit bigger than the onions, but still, some might be smaller. So that size is good. Okay, let me do the second half here. And as I said, we need the juices. Don't throw them out. What I'll do is I'll use my big knife and pull them up. And let's see here. We're almost done with this tomato. As I mentioned, this does take time, so it'll take about 2 hours prepping and putting everything together, and I'll show you shortly how we're going to roll the grape leaves, how we're going to fill them. And again, this is the vegetarian kind. There is another kind where you could, where it is made with meat. It's a little bit different. But today we're doing the vegetarian. So we're going to go like this and put the tomatoes there. Get them ready. And if you try, I know you don't see me always do it, but I try to remember to use the back of the knife when I'm picking things. That way, less likely that you're kind of scraping, whether it's plastic or whatever. They say it's better. And also, so you're not like, if you have your hand, you slide it and then you end up cutting your hand. So here it's a lot safer as well. All right, I'll finish the tomatoes. We'll come back. I'll clean up the potatoes, peel them, and chop, and I'll show you how we're chopping them. See you shortly. And I finished the tomatoes. Now I'm going to, I got some onions in these. I'm going to chop quickly the leaves of mint that I had here. It's just, this will give me an opportunity maybe to show you what I did with the parsley, even though parsley was really two good size bunches of parsley. With the mints, with the fresh mint, if you don't have fresh mint, you can use dry mint. It's okay, about 1 tablespoon. It just happened, I have some from the herb garden. But with the parsley, really all you do, wash them and chop the big stems first. Just chop it and throw it, and then take them and then do the same thing I'm going to do. Let's say, imagine this is this big bunch of parsley here. Go like this. You don't have to go very thin at the beginning. You could, if you're really good at it, where you can just hold them good and go very thin with the parsley, and then turn them after you finish. And obviously it's going to take you a lot longer than what I'm showing here. And with the parsley, obviously, and then take them another turn, and then do another turn with the parsleys. And then you could look and see, okay, do I need to chop? Do I need to do another turn? If you do, okay, do another turn and go like this. You can hold them and go like this, or you can just go through your chopping boards like this. So for these, they're pretty thin right now, but I'm going to take them one more, and this is what I end up really doing with the parsley, going through them. I do this like I did with the onions as well. There you go. Very nice, very nicely thinly chopped here. I'm going to go ahead and just put them right on top of the onions over here. And we're going to mix everything together anyway, so I don't need to really put them back into their own bowl. As I mentioned, they're about 1 tablespoon mint. So the potatoes here, we have them peeled and ready. So it's really about at least 1/2 inch. The thickness is going to be 1/2 inch to 3/4. So don't be afraid about the thickness of the potato, because they're going to be at the bottom of the pan. All the juices they're going to be sitting in the juices throughout the whole time they're cooking. And I'm using 2 large potatoes here, even though I might the bottom probably get covered with 1, but I like, when we eat them, I like to eat some potatoes with them, to have potato on everybody's plate, a couple of slices of potatoes. Let me bring the pan over here, that way you could see. I'll go ahead, I don't know if you're able to move in on top of it here. See, I'm just going to put them in here. No special direction or method. Just put them down there. We want the whole area to be covered. Again, technically it's almost like 1 would have done it, but I really want to put more. So I'm going to chop the second one and put it in there. And then we'll start working on our grape leaves. And again, when I mentioned the 2 hours prepping, it's really almost like not including rolling the grape leaves. It's chopping all these little things in there, but it's really worth it at the end with the flavors, the taste that we're going to have. And I know all of you go to restaurants, you see grape leaves, you gotta have it, and it's really good. Again, these are the vegetarian. The vegetarian ones, as you saw, it's only 1 cup of rice that I'm using. But because the main ingredient isn't the rice is in there, but automatically, as you know, the rice is going to expand when you cook it. So here, let me move the board out of the way real quick. What I'm going to do is mix all these ingredients together here. There's no particular order to really put everything in here. I'm starting with the rice, our parsley. I'm going to get a glove and put a glove on because it's going to be oily, and it's just easier to clean when you know when we're dealing with oil on our hands and everything. So that's really the only reason. Our lemon juice, it's going to be so good. Our salt, 1 tablespoon of salt, and here we're gonna have a half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. There. And 1.5 cups of olive oil. So all I'm doing is I'm mixing all these ingredients together here. Gotta mix them very, very well. So when we're putting the things inside the grape leaves, I'm making a mess. So when we're putting things inside the grape leaves, so you're getting all the ingredients in there. You won't have some that will just only have tomatoes, some will only have parsley. This is good. It's really, even though it's the olive oil is amazing, the smell that it gives, all these ingredients mixed together. And they look beautiful here. Get this out of the way. You go a little left.
And just focus on it.
There we go. Thank you. So, by the way, we don't have the microphone on. Everything is going through the phone. So everything you say is hearing today. Camera crew, oh, they're in trouble. They got themselves in trouble by talking and all that, and they don't like to. But we're good. We're good. We'll bring the microphone on shortly. But anyway, so look at this here. Can you see look at this beautiful, huh? All these colors, the red, the green, the white. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that. See, that's why I put the glove. The parsley would have been stuck in my hand. And I would have been really oily. I mean, we can wash everything. So if you don't have a glove, it's fine. Don't worry. You're not ruining anything. But look at all the juices from the tomatoes, the olive oil, the lemon. And imagine this is cooking for an hour inside the grape leaves. And how yummy this is all going to be. And then you have the potatoes that's going to be soaked in all these juices and cooking for an hour. It's like everything is going to melt in your mouth. All right, let me clean up here real quick my mess, and then I'll bring the board back and we'll start rolling. All right, see you shortly. So we're going to start filling up our grape leaves. I recommend is you do need a knife next to you, a small knife, and you'll see why. Because some of the grape leaves, even in here, they might have edges that you want to cut off. They're usually not very. They're crunchy when you cook them, and they're just they're not supposed to be there. I mean, I'll show you. But anyway, so here I'm gonna take a bunch. I'm doing it just like it would happen to you. I'm not prepping them ahead of time. Here's the bunch here. They're very nice. Again, overseas, our family used to uh, uh, they would buy them green, boil them, and drop them in hot water, take them out just so they become like this. So I'm going to use many different ones. And by the way, you want the smooth part on the outside and where the rougher part on the inside. And you have the leaf pointing away from you, the top of the leaf pointing away, the bottom of the leaf towards you. And here you just lay it flat. And I'm using the board because any juices later, anything drops here, I really want to put them here. I don't want to lose them. And here's our plate with all the fun ingredients. Again, this takes time. So I'm taking what, this much? This is about 1 tablespoon that you will put in there, and don't be afraid. It'll when you roll it, it'll be good, and you don't have to worry. It'll cook really nice. You first roll it like this, then you fold the sides in like this, and you keep rolling. Roll, roll, roll. There we go. We have our beautiful grape leaf. Yeah. There. And then I'm going to be putting it in the pan here on top of the potatoes. Here's the second one. These are really nice ones this time. So about a teaspoon here I'm putting in. Again, remember, the rice is going to expand. And we start one roll, roll it over again, and I'm rolling it tight. Don't worry, the juices will come out, so it's okay, because they're gonna go back in once we put them in the pan. One more here. I was hoping to get a really messed up one to show you what I do with it, but here, like this one here, can you see? Like the leaves were rolled in. I'm rolling it out a little bit. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, there. And even if you don't want to use a spoon, you can always just use your hand. I'm just doing it to show you, and it's also easier. But there, and also here's what I recommend. I know I'm standing right now. This takes time, so this could take about an hour if you're doing it by yourself. What's best to do is sit down at a table and put these there. You know, and you're gonna have with the grape leaves, you might get different sizes. Some bigger, like this is much bigger. So again, I'm starting the roll here, uh, turning it over, and trying to roll it tight. And again, juices are rolling out, so don't be afraid. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. But again, you want to sit down, put your favorite show. Usually, I think your favorite show is Cook and Bake with Samir, isn't it? Do you have any other favorite shows that you guys watch? I don't think you do. But anyway, but really, no, you put whatever show that you feel comfortable watching or listening to. If you have a podcast you want to listen to, a story, a book, anything you like to, something that you want to get educated on, and just relax. Or, and again, here I'm Rolling. Rolling. Thank you, camera crew, for looking in there. I was gonna say if you want to show them, if you want to show them here, this one I kind of messed it up a little bit. It came out. It's okay. I'm going to just kind of roll it like this. I wasn't paying attention to the end. I put it in there and put it there. You're not going to hurt anything. You know, if you're interested. I mean, there are different ones. I think, honestly, I don't know if I bought this from an international. No, this one we bought it even from our local international aisle. I'm sorry, from our local grocery store in the international aisle. We bought the jar.
You can grow them too.
You know, pardon me.
You can also grow them.
Yeah, you can grow your own grape leaves too, but I haven't done it. I had back in Lebanon. We had a neighbor that actually lived on. They had a big yard, and they were on the first floor in a building of our apartment building complex. Well, apartments. It's condominium building complex, and they had grape. They had the whole thing of grapes there. We They used to let us go down, and our marhumi, my mom and my grandmother used to go down, or they'll pick it for us and bring us some. Yeah, it was those those memories, young memories when we were young overseas. And when we do all this, you imagine, your our parents and grandparents used to do all these things, cook all the time for us. And yes, of course, we go out and go places and do all that, but still, during the school, during the winters, they're cooking. You come home from school. Okay, see, here's one kind of, has holes in the middle. Oh, and this one has holes in the middle here. So it's all right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it like this. Here we go. I'll start it with a cover like this. There we go. It covered the holes. I don't have to throw it. It's fixed. You know, you don't have to use, you don't have to put scotch tape or duct tape. We're not racing here. We don't need the 200 mile per hour tape. Uh, so here, so I'm going to roll it, and I could see it wants to fall. So I rolled more before I started rolling from the sides. Again, here I improvised, and I fixed this one. There you go. When we eat it, we can't. When you eat it, you can't tell. Look, maybe it looks better than the others. All right. Okay. All right. I hope you guys enjoying the show here. This one is also is a little. Is this? I'm glad I got this one. Look at that.
Wow.
See, it's all ripped. All this. So what we're going to do is improvise. We'll try to fix it. We'll put things in there. We'll roll it. We won't tell anyone that look, you're getting one that's all patched up. We won't. That way, and we won't give them a discount either. They pay same price. It stays free. We don't charge them extra for the extra work. It stays free of charge for this one too. See, honestly, look, all I did is I rolled it. There we go. Yeah, nice. There. And then you put it there, you won't even remember it was there. You won't even realize, you'll forget. Here's another one. Look, again, you will run into this, as I said. See this one here? Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. But remember, the top of the leaf is away from you, the bottom of the leaf is on from the bottom here. See, okay, here's another one. Good, 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 good. I got this one. This one has a really thick one here that's coming out. Can you see it here? So what I'm going to do, I have a good sharp knife here. I'm going to cut that piece. I took this much out. See that? So that will go bye-bye. And it's okay. Now, as you see, look, now, as I said, it's all still, this is the ripped one. and we put it together here. Oh, those I'm just looking at the olive oil and the lemon juice in that
So
over there.
yummy.
It's going to be so yummy, inshallah. So there we go. You know, God willing, it'll be really good today. And this, you cook it. I know you're spending time. You know, you're half your day at least on this. But if you have a big family coming over, you'll have a lot. And if you don't, you have leftover. You take it as a snack. You can take it for lunch to work. You can eat it cold, or you can warm it up. For the ones with this one, the vegetarian ones, really, a lot of you find it in the restaurants. You're gonna get it cold. You're not going to get it warm. They usually just warm up the ones with the meat in it, and the ones with the meat is a different ingredients than these. The base is a little bit different. Okay, let's see this one here. Oh, a cute little one here. You know, with the meat ones, and if you also just a little quick thing before I talk about the meat ones. Yeah, every once in a while, just mix them together a little bit. Still, as I said, I know the juices run out, but still, we don't want that way. The ingredients are still mixed in there. And here we're gonna put a little bit. I need a little piece of tomato here. There we go. The difference in the meat ones, by the way, a little more rice, no parsley. You add cinnamon to them, and there's the meat. You're going to add also some different kinds of fat. Look at that cute little one here. And also, let me give you some hints. Sometimes you realize there's one you're doing and you didn't know it was ripped in one area, or you find out there are two on top of each other. So how do you fix it after you roll it and you realize that? And the first thing you gotta do is you look around, see who is watching, and then you realize it's the camera crew. So you go, look over there, look outside. Is that lightning? And then you go quickly, you wrap it here. I don't know, is it lightning or no? Oh, maybe no, maybe I didn't see anything. Huh, okay, let's keep going, guys. There you go. See, I'm always here to help you of how to fix things. If you mess up or you realize things went bad. But we gotta have fun. There we go. Yeah, if you want to show them how the stuff here is coming, look at that. They're looking beautiful over here. And I'm trying to press them against each other as much as possible. And then again, now, as I said, I'm standing after I'm done with the first layer. I'm going to sit down. And as we say here, the camera crew volunteered. I was gonna say they were voluntold, but they weren't really. They're going to help me uh, roll the rest, and so to try to speed things up. So if you're by yourself, I know it takes time, but it's, you will enjoy. You will enjoy the this meal. It's very very delicious, and you will see. I'll tell you later how we eat it. You just can eat it just like that in a plate. Put it and eat it with the potatoes. You want bread, you can eat it with the bread. And also, you can even put hummus next to it. Hummus with the tahina, the one that's already not just the chickpeas by themselves. See, this one is too stuck together. It's kind of hard to peel them, but I realized that it's not hard to peel them, but I realized that they were stuck. But if I forgot, it's not going to hurt anything. Somebody will get two. And they say, hey, I have two here. You say, oh, don't tell anyone, because then everybody would want two. So you gotta, keep it secret. But anyway, I know this is a joke in movies and things like this. Uh, okay, last one, and then it will be uh, the first layer will be done. And again, I'm going to go through them and keep layering them until they're all done. Then I'll show you what we do, how we put a plate on them and everything. See, there you go, beautiful. These look beautiful, don't they? There's an onion here. Hold on, I think it escaped from someone. There. Very nice. I like it. Look at that. They're stuck together there. One parsley. There we go. That's extra. All right. We'll come back after we're done with them, and we'll show you how we're going to cover them and cook them. All right. See you soon. We finished these. There's one I see some stuff. I know that was stuff from the cutting board that I took out and put it here. But you could see how it filled about half of this pot. What we're going to do, and here are the juices that were left over from while we were doing this. This is not on top of, there was also juices that would go on the cutting boards, and we take them out every once in a while and empty them because the cutting board would overflow. And I also want to give you a little hint while you're sitting down. I'm sorry I didn't have it pictured. You have the cutting board there and you're rolling on it, so you don't have to get up every time and put some here. Roll them and put them on the cutting board, so every time you have 10 or so, take them out, put them in the pot, and then drain, empty your cutting board from all the juices that are on it, and then that will avoid later things going all over the place. But anyway, so those are the leftover juices that I'm going to just go ahead and put them all over here. The ingredients were just exactly what we needed. We didn't have anything left over. And I don't have a round plate that fits this, so I'm using this lid. It's glass, it's heavy, so I'm going to press it a little bit here. But right now I'm going to put a cup of water, but I want enough water, so you want to think as if this is the glass plate here, so I want water to here to cover all these. I'm not worried about this part here. Okay, I didn't have the cup of water ready. So I'm gonna put a cup here and see if it's enough, and that might not be enough. I'll put more. I don't have a problem with putting more if we need to. It's not going to hurt the flavor. It'll be very good. I'm going to put about a cup and a half for here because it all depends. If you had a like a wider one, you might end up needing 2 cups, but I'm going to put a cup and a half. This is plenty. That will go in there. It's gonna boil, and actually it's gonna end up being 2 cups, sorry, but there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, we're going to come over here, we're going to put it on the stove, start it. I'm have it on high right now because I want it to start boiling, and once it start boiling, we're going to put it on medium low, closer to the low, so between medium, low, and low, and we're going to let it, we're going to cover it and let it cook for an hour. Hello, welcome back. Let me tell you, after an hour, I came and checked on them, and just even by looking on top, probably the bottom half was fine, but I just looked at the top. I could tell from the color they still needed a little bit more. I even tried it. I felt it needed a little bit more. The grape leaves felt a little chewy, but the taste was excellent. So I put them for another 15 minutes. So these are things that you improvise. I would start an hour, see if you need it, or if you want to just go ahead and do it for an hour and 15 minutes, it would be great. Uh, so let me here open this here. Move this out of the way. Well, actually, this one. Sorry, I'm going to put this here. And I'll use this one so I don't get that one dirty here. I'm going to take this out. Here, look how beautiful they are. Can you see? Beautiful, huh? Very, very nice looking. Now, there are many ways to empty this. I could take it and dump it like, in one big swing. And I'm not going to do that for two reasons. One, I don't want you to be doing that and splatter things all over, and you got to have the right size of things. Plus, why I do that? We don't need to. It's fun. It'll look good, but uh, we don't really need to do that. So I'm going to take one out to try it, let it cool off a little bit, and I'll take a couple actually out here. Well, here's what I do. I take them out pretty much either one at a time or a few at a time, and then light them up in a bowl. I'm sorry, not a bowl, but in a container that you'd want to store them in. And then uh, what you do, so we can get to the potatoes and we can put the juices over them. And if you take a container and they don't all fit together, that's okay. When you want to empty the juices from the pot, just empty some on one and some on the other. Uh, See, this is what I'm going to do. And then when I get to here, I'll start on a new one, and then I could add the potatoes to it. So I just wanted to show you how we take them out, so you would know. See how I started making them look nice over here? And then again, we'll layer it to here, and then I can put some potatoes on top of them as well. All right, here we go. Let's see. Hmm. See how it's all stayed together?
Yeah.
Nice and soft, but it is still hot, but it's okay. Mm. Sorry, but I could taste all the ingredients in there. It's really, really flavorful. And this is also one of those dishes that tomorrow is going to taste so much better as well, because they're all going to be uh, sitting together in their own juices and marination. But the rice is cooked beautifully. Um, you don't taste any oniony, you don't taste any parsley. It's all together as one beautiful and very tasty uh, uh, a little grape leaf. Mm. Would you like to try some?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yes.
Would you like a napkin? Oh, you got the plate? Okay. Um, you bite into it, and this juices just float right out of the grape leaf roll right into your mouth. It's so nice. It's so good. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. I know this takes time. This takes a long time, like half the day to really cook. But you will enjoy eating it. Your friends will enjoy eating it. And don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you are a subscriber, click on that bell so you can get notified when I'm posting new items. Tell your family and friends to watch the channels you're watching, and have them subscribe and follow my channel, and so you all can enjoy cooking together and eating together as well. Okay, until next time, you take care. Bye bye.